Why does a downpour always bring out the weirdest animals? Look at this grasshopper, guys. I don't know if you can truly appreciate how long he is. He's that long. That is not normal around here. Alright, welcome back, guys. So it is about 5:45 right now. Brent just finished cleaning out the freestall. It's been a very muddy, soupy mess. It's rained for the past day, just completely poured, which is okay because we actually did need the rain. We probably didn't need quite as much as we got. We did get lucky because I know a lot of people have had a lot of flooding and it's just been really bad down in like South Carolina. I think it was Hurricane Debbie. I don't know if this is the remnants of that or what, but we did get quite a lot of rain. Not exactly sure how much we got, but it was quite a lot. So we got the boys kicked outside right now. We're not going to be giving them any hay in the freestall or out on the pad this morning because we want them to go outside and graze so that we can clean off the pad as well, because that is also a huge mess just because of all of the rain and we haven't cleaned it off in a while anyway. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The cleaner is running right now. It's dark in here because we just shut off the lights. The barn cleaner is running. It's doing a fantastic job still. It is so nice to see that going and not feel like super nervous about it. So Brent's inside getting some coffee right now. Once he comes back, we'll milk the girls and then we'll get into the rest of our projects that we have for today. I did want to show you guys these two. I mixed their grain with cornmeal, by the way. I'm not sure if I told you guys that in the last video. They get a mixed ration of cornmeal, calf grain, and I give them just a little bit of minerals just to make sure they're getting all the minerals that they need. So we actually had them dehorned a couple days ago and they're both doing very well. I'm gonna walk out here because I feel like you guys can't hear me. You probably can, but it's a lot quieter out here. So we had them dehorned a couple days ago and they're both doing great. This time of year, especially when you do have a calf dehorned, you want to make sure you keep a really close eye on that. It can get infected really easily, and obviously there's a lot of flies this time of year. So I've seen calves before that have gotten like maggots in the horn bud area, and it's just a mess. You have to pour chlorine on them and you have to constantly care for them to make sure that doesn't get out of hand. So if you keep a really close eye on them, spray the blue coat on them every day, and also we use this aluminum spray that works really well to keep flies away and stuff. If you make sure that you do that, put fly powder on the calves and everything, they'll be absolutely fine. But that is something that you have to pay really close attention to when it's this time of year, August, or also late spring. That's a bad time of year to be doing it as well. I don't mind dehorning calves in the winter because there's no problems. But by the way, if you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm. I make videos about that, just the day-to-day life on a dairy farm. So if you enjoy watching those kind of videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But for those of you who have been watching for a while now, I wanted to update you on this little cow scratcher that one of you guys sent us. They absolutely love it. So much that they broke it. So this section, this middle section right here, they've completely torn this part out. And down here, somehow they've pulled all the little knobs out. So they must brush on it so hard that they've pulled these, like this whole section right off in it. So they use it every day. It's very unusual to come out here and not see a cow using it, especially the bull. Oh, he just disappeared. Now it's the heifers, but oh, there he is. Oh, they're hiding in the corner. There's Neil. You guys haven't seen Neil in a while. The big guy picks on him, but Neil fights back, so. We are probably going to have Neil's horns taken off, but we're going to be doing it later in the year because, like I said, we won't really be able to keep a really close eye on him. So we don't want to be doing it now. It could risk infection or anything. So we'll probably be doing him in sometime late fall, early winter. Anyhow, Brent just went inside to get some coffee. I'm going to wait for him to come out, keep an eye on the cleaner, and then we'll get into the rest of our day.
Oh, yeah. More coffee?
Yes. Thank you.
What are you reading?
Just an article on Family Farm.
It must be a short read.
Kind of. Only like this long.
The Family Farm's just about had it.
Unfortunately. This place looks almost...
Yep. It's all about the big guy now. You know, the funny thing is, the big farms still call themselves family farms.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
if you hire immigrants to milk your cows, you kind of give up that right to be called a family farm. That's pretty much null and void, I think. You want to know what a family farm is? There was a guy a couple towns over, he's dead and gone now. He and his wife and his son milked at the most probably 40 or 50 cows in the tie stall. The three of them milked, and the story is, and I believe it's true, he never missed a milking in 40 years.
Wow. Not one?
Not one milking in 40 years.
Wow.
When he was sick and almost
That's impressive.
had it, he never missed a milking in 40 years. I believe it too. You know, and what I was telling the guy about it one time, another farmer, only a big farm that I knew, and he had hired milkers and all that. I told him about it one time, and he just laughed. He just laughed. He thought he was stupid. I don't think that's stupid at all. I think it's admirable.
I think it's impressive if you like what you're doing that much.
Yeah, he loved cows. He liked milking his own cows, and that guy just laughed and called him stupid. I never said anything about it. I think that's...
Well, that's why the family farm's going north, because people want to do certain things, but they don't want to do everything to do with farming.
Family farms don't just chop corn and hay and feed the cows. They milk, then they go do that stuff, then they milk again. And again.
I'd love to just go out in the field and do things some days. You don't really feel like coming in and milking, but you got to do it.
That's the family farm, and that's going by the wayside, unfortunately.
Speaking of, it's time to milk.
Yeah, see, we don't have immigrants milking our cows.
So we just finished up milking. We're out here cleaning off the pad right now. I had to come out and put the wire across. We just have, it's no electricity in it or anything. It's just bright yellow so that the cows can see it. Because they all started to come up as soon as they saw us come out here. I think the Kubota made them come up here because a lot of times we'll feed them out on the pad with the Kubota. So whenever they see it, they think it's food time, but they all started heading back out again. So it is definitely time to clean this pad off. So these areas where there's a lot of hay, Brent just moves that feeder over there around into certain areas so they don't make too much of a mess in one spot. So we move it around about 3 or 4 times, and then we clean the pad off, and all the rain just didn't help. Clean that off. These flowers over here are absolutely beautiful. I don't know what they are, but they're really, really pretty. It looks like a wild sunflower almost. They got a smaller flower, but the stalk looks almost the same as a sunflower. Very pretty. But yeah, down back here is always super weedy because it does not matter what you do. The weeds in Maine grow way faster than anything else. I swear you could weed whack them every day and I don't think it would matter. Voila, all clean. Got the feeder moved over here. Now we'll just bring them out a couple bales tonight. And by the time we do that, this will all be dried off and good as new.
Oh, there. Hold on.
It's toasty. Out and show you the corn today, but it rained so much I don't think we'll be able to get through that pass that gets to it. Rain that we got after we planted it and the rain that we've been getting recently, I think is just going to be too much for it, and it's going to stunt it to the point where I'm not sure it's going to be very tall by the time it comes time to harvest it. We've got another 2 months at the most, I would say, and I just don't think it's going to be very tall by then, but it does look good. I think I went up probably a week and a half ago, and I'm sure it's grown more since then, but it does look very good. It looks super healthy. It's dark green. It's just the fact that we've gotten too much water, and I think it's stunted it, and probably it's not going to do very well. Oh well, it is what it is. At least we know that the planter works and everything like that. Just wasn't a very good year to plant late corn. I've seen quite a few fields around that they planted the corn before we planted this one, just a few weeks, and it's up about 2.5, 3 feet, and I just don't think they're going to get it. There's quite a few big fields around that look like that. Because one of the metal pieces that's supposed to hold it away from it fell off and, well, broke, I guess. So now it does it, even though I bent it out. Alright guys, so it's been 2 days since the mowing machine broke. 2 days or 3 days? The mechanic that we have, he came and looked at this the day after it broke. He came right over, which was nice of him. And we took the shield off for him, but he took the belts off and everything, and he's pretty sure that it has nothing to do with the gearbox. It's something down low, like just as soon as it gets to the actual turtle shells. I'm pretty sure that he said it's not as big of a deal, but he was gonna come back the next day and actually tear everything apart, but it ended up pouring. That would have been yesterday. Completely downpoured all day long. So I think Brent is gonna give him a call and just see when he could possibly get back over and do that, and see if he can get the parts for it that he needs, because K-brand, especially this model, it's an FC302, impossible to find parts for it. You cannot find aftermarket parts for it. It's something you just have to get OEM. I'm not sure why they do it that way, probably just to be a pain in the butt. It's kind of frustrating because the dealership that we have around here never carries any of the parts. They will have a rock guard for it every once in a while, but anything else you pretty much got to order, and it takes upwards of a week to get to you, which really stinks because we're supposed to have beautiful weather all this week. That's what they're saying so far. And I think we could get some dry hay done, but obviously not if our mowing machines broke down. So like I said, he's gonna, I think, look into getting those parts for it, and we're gonna call him and see what the estimated downtime is gonna be. It always has to happen when you're pressed for time. He did take off the very first skid plate, and I don't know, him and Brent were talking about it, so I'll have to ask him, but I'm pretty sure they were talking about dropping down the whole cutter bar so that they can get to that. I don't know, they were talking about maybe just dropping half and seeing if they could move it out of the way enough to work on it, but I'm not sure that would be possible. I don't know. I wish I had a better update for you guys, but that's what's happening, so I'm kind of in an impasse right now. Alright guys, so it is officially nighttime milking now. Just grabbed a knife and we're headed out to put some bales outside for the cows, who are already inside. We just got, I think he's already got one up here. He's gonna go get another wrapped one, so I have to open those up. guess we're giving them 3 tonight. Now we're all set to turn the girls out once we're finished milking, which we do have to get into because it is 20 minutes of 5, so it's coming right up on that time. But this is the only puddle that is left on the pad. You guys saw how disgusting it was before, just wet and mucky, and all of that is completely gone. Just this one little puddle right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit shorter than usual, but really not much going on with everything, you know, kind of broken down and stalled out right now. But I forgot to mention that we did get 14 bales out of what little that we did out of that field. We wrapped them. You can see them up there on the edge of the woods line there. Gonna be great feed, but I really wish we had gotten that whole field finished. It is what it is. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already done that. Keep it real, keep farming, and hope you join us in the next video. Bye guys.